Now it's time to learn to properly place your head joint. The placement of your head joint is very important in making a sound on your flute. If your head joint is not placed correctly, you may not get a sound, or might form bad habits in playing your flute. For this video, be sure you have your head joint and a mirror, as this will be very important when setting your head joint in the beginning. If you don't have a mirror, press pause and get one before starting. The head joint has a few important parts: the lip plate, the embouchure hole, the end cork, and the open end. Now watch as Sarah demonstrates how to properly place the head joint. Then we will do this together. First, she will hold the head joint like a pencil in her right hand, with the open end facing to her right. The large part of the lip plate is facing her, and the closed end is on her left. Next, she'll raise the head joint so that the embouchure hole is directly in line with the center of her mouth. You should not let the open end be higher than the closed end. The head joint should be just about parallel to the lips. Now, with her bottom lip pouted out slightly, she will place the head joint on or slightly underneath her bottom lip, so that the lip covers about a third of the embouchure hole. You should feel the edge of the embouchure hole on your bottom lip. The bottom of the lip plate should be against your chin as well. You should not feel a gap between the lip plate and your chin. You can check this with your left finger. If there is a gap, you are rolled too far in. Now let's try this together. First, hold the head joint like a pencil in your right hand, with the open end facing to your right. Check to make sure that the large part of the lip plate is facing you and that the closed end is on the left. You can hold a mirror in your left hand and use it to check for correct head joint placement. Raise the head joint so that the embouchure hole is directly in line with the center of your mouth. Don't let the open end be higher than the closed end. The head joint should be just about parallel to your lips. With your bottom lip pouted out, place the head joint on or slightly underneath your bottom lip, so that the lip covers about 1/3 of the embouchure hole. You should feel the edge of the embouchure hole on your bottom lip. The bottom of the lip plate should be against your chin as well. You should not feel a gap between the lip plate and your chin. You can check this with your left finger. If there is a gap, you are rolled too far in. Bring your head joint down. Press pause and practice placing your head joint correctly a few times using these important reminders. Watch as Sarah places her head joint correctly. Notice that she keeps her head still and brings the head joint to her. Do not lower your head or lean into the flute when placing the head joint. Always sit with good posture and bring the head joint to you. Now let's practice placing your head joint together one more time. Sit with proper posture. Bring your mirror up so you can see your mouth while keeping your head up. Now, holding the head joint like a pencil, bring the head joint up to you. Place the edge of the embouchure hole on your bottom lip so that your bottom lip covers about 1/3 of the embouchure hole. Now bring the head joint back down. Press pause and practice placing your head joint correctly several times before trying to make a sound. Each time you practice, focus on these essential elements of head joint placement. Always sit with good posture. Bring the head joint to you. Be sure the embouchure hole is lined up with the center of your mouth. Make sure the head joint is nearly parallel with your lips and the open end of the head joint is even with or slightly lower than the closed end. Place the head joint so that the bottom lip covers 1/3 of the embouchure hole. Check to be sure there is no gap between the lip plate and your chin. Consistently placing the head joint in the correct position is essential in playing the flute.